Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing chat spat. I think it was originally supposed to be I hauled it, but since I took that week off, I did post on my beauty Facebook page and ask you guys if you wanted me to come back with chat spat or I hauled it, and a lot of you were like, no, do chat spat. So here we are. Now, I did hop on my beauty Facebook page and ask you guys what you wanted to talk about in this chat spat, and so many of you gave me a lot of really good topics. So if you want to join the conversation and find out what we're going to be talking about today, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it. I don't know how I'm feeling on this eye look. I feel so dark and mysterious. Alright, enough fooling around, Niki. Let's take a look at these topics. Alright, the first one is by Connie, and she does have a YouTube channel herself, so I'll leave that down below. She asked a couple questions, and the first one was, what are your opinions on clickbaiting? That's... Alright, so if you don't know what clickbaiting is, which most of you, I'm guessing, do know, you probably become a victim once or twice here on YouTube with clickbaiting. It is when someone lies or over dramatizes the title to what the actual video is. So say it's a bunch of like kittens and someone says, you know, person murders a litter of kittens, you know, but it's just a bunch of kittens kind of walking around being adorable and cute. That is clickbaiting, you know. Or when someone says, watch me get undressed, or watch me, you know, show you my boobs, stuff like that, and all they really do is just kind of be like, here's my boobs, you know. Like, it's clickbaiting, especially with the thumbnails. It can make it very intriguing, make you think that the video is something that it's not, and that's how you get a ton of views. So how do I feel about it? I fucking hate it. I think that it's so irritating. I feel like it makes you look desperate. Honestly, I think it makes the creator look extremely desperate. I can understand juicing up a title every now and then to draw people in, but as long as it pertains to the actual video, like it pertains to what it is. Like, I see a lot of people who will do vlogs, and like for a second in that vlog, they'll say something like, oh, I don't even know, something crazy, you know, sexual or something for just one split second, and then they put that sexual saying in the title. So you think that's what it's about, but it's actually just like a split second of one clip in their vlog. I can understand that to a degree. I can understand that. You know, I do not like the ones where they completely outright lie about what the video is about just to get you to click on it. I think that that is false advertisement. You know, I think that they should get strikes or their channel taken down for it. I think it's ridiculous and it's a waste of your time. However, clickbaiting is honestly, I really truly believe that clickbaiting is the only way to get your videos out there anymore, because YouTube is so saturated. YouTube is so incredibly saturated with the same videos over and over and over again that it's driven people to have to clickbait in order to get any kind of views, any kind of growth, or any kind of recognition. As you probably noticed, I can't talk this week. Not feeling very good. But it's the only way to get recognized, really, to grow, to step up that ladder. And a lot of people are like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I know that I'm one of them. I won't do that. I just can't do that. I don't want people, like my subscribers, I don't want you guys to lose your trust in me. So I'm just like, nah, I think that I'll just work hard, hope for the best, and welcome each person as they come. Whether it's one a month, one a year, I don't care. You know, at least I'll keep my dignity, and that's just the kind of person that I am. But a lot of people don't care about that. They just care about the numbers and the growth. And honestly, if you want to grow, in a time frame that where you're not going to be like gray hair by the time you reach a couple thousand or 10,000, clickbaiting is what you have to do, and it's become the kind of norm here on YouTube. So it sucks. It's a sucky truth, but I hate it. I freaking hate it. She also asked, what do you think of people saying you must like the video in order to win giveaways? This is completely against YouTube. What the fuck is YouTube? YouTube's, like, TOS, you know, their kind of rules, whatever those are called. It's against the rules. Like, it's bottom line against the rules. You can flag that video and you can, you know, they'll get a channel strike or they'll get their channel taken down. I mean, that is literally against the rules. You cannot do that. So I would honestly flag any video that you see asking you to do that, because it's technically an illegal action and they can't ask you to like the video ever. I don't even think it matters if it's a giveaway or not. I don't think they can ask you to like any video on their channel. I'm not positive, but I don't think you're allowed to do that. That's why at the end of my videos I say, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. That's more of a reminder, not a call to action, not a you have to do this in order to get this kind of thing. The kind of videos where they say, you know, if this video will get to 2,000 likes, I'll do this. They're not supposed to do that. You know, they're not supposed to say, in order to enter this giveaway, you have to hit that like button, which I see people like Philip DeFranco doing that, and I think that it's ridiculous. They're so huge, and that is such a blunt against the rule kind of action. I'm just like, what the hell? Are the channels that make YouTube enough money allowed to just be overlooked when they're not following the rules? Or like, what is this? Like, are the rules kind of if you feel like it that day? Like, what's going on? Like, don't give me a strike if I do something against the rules when someone who has 1 million subscribers is doing the same. No. It just seems like there's a lot of shadiness when it comes to following the rules, and if the rules apply to bigger channels versus middle channels and smaller channels. Like, I feel like smaller channels are almost, you know, looked over as well as much as bigger channels, just because people don't look at them as much. You know, they're not getting as much recognition. They're not getting their channel out there as much. People aren't seeing it as much. You know, there's not a lot of views on it for people to turn it in, you know, all of that. But I also feel like bigger channels are being overlooked as well, because they're so big that YouTube really doesn't want to give them a strike and piss them off, or doesn't want to like take down their channel or suspend them, because that's all money that they're losing too. So I feel like the people that are only really targeted with this are like the middle, you know, like the little filling of the sandwich when it comes to YouTube, and I feel like it's unfair. I feel like they pick and choose who has to follow the rules and who doesn't, and I think that's ridiculous. Now, Leah Graham, and she is another YouTuber, so I will leave her channel down below as well. She says, how do you feel about the teaser for all the holiday palettes? And do you think that there will be enough for everybody? And how many neutral palettes does one person need? I can't talk for how many neutral palettes someone needs, because I own a ton. Like, most of my palettes are warm, neutral toned palettes, just because that's what I wear the most. So I would be a hypocrite if I came on here and said you only need one, which technically, if it's like a Morphe palette or palette that has like all different kinds, like a lot of different colors of neutral, why not? You know, like, you only need one. But, you know, come on, we're all makeup addicts and we just think we need it all. We're greedy makeup bitches. That's just what we are. We love our makeup and we need choices. We're women. We like choices. So I can't talk for that one, but how do I feel about the teaser, the holiday palettes? Honestly, you guys, I haven't seen anything for the holiday palettes because I'm not looking. I don't really do holiday palettes because I know for a fact that at least 2 big companies, their holiday palettes are made with cheaper ingredients. They make the packaging very, very bougie looking, even though it's very cheap. And it's just very bulky. And it's good to put on your vanity in the background if you have a channel. But if you don't, you're just wasting space. And I don't know how many people I see throughout the year that are like, oh, I'm going to use this holiday palette today. No one does that. No one does that. So it's just a waste, and they cost a lot more money because they come in kits and stuff like that. And I'm just not interested in that. I've never really been interested in any of the holiday palettes. I've never been a follower. I've never been one of those people that had to have like all MAC because that was what was in when I first started my channel. I've never had to go and get all of the new releases, you know, like, no. And I've never been one that had to have all of the holiday sets. If I want something holiday-wise, it's usually a lipstick kit or a blush palette or something like that, but I tend to stay away from the eyeshadow holiday palettes because they're made with cheaper ingredients, you guys. Like, crappy ingredients. They lower the ingredients, and that's why holiday palettes, like, the quality and pigmentation is not always there. Think about it. Look up some of the ingredients on your holiday palettes with Too Faced or Tarte and things like that, you know, like, be aware of where your money's going and you'll notice that you'll start spending a lot less. The next topic is from Rebecca, and she said, the ridiculousness, girl, why you gotta say a word I can't say? The ridiculous risks people are taking over that game, which is Pokemon Go, leaving babies alone to capture a Pikachu. So, I didn't hear this one. I did not hear this one, but after I saw her topic, I did go on YouTube and I went on other topics like Googling and stuff like that to find out what was going on with Pokemon Go. I know it's a huge thing right now. I, however, do not play. I do not play Pokemon Go. I downloaded it twice. I downloaded it once just to figure out what it was. I've never been into Pokemon. I downloaded it. I caught a Pokemon. So I walked into my kitchen, which is not far because I live in a trailer. Walked into my kitchen. There was this huge rare bird, like bird just like flapping on my freaking refrigerator. So I'm like, all right, I got you. Flinging balls at it. The whole thing froze. I mean, it totally, completely closed down my whole phone. So I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm good. I deleted it. And then I re-downloaded it because I wanted to see if maybe, you know, give it second chances for everybody. Second chances go around. You know, so I gave it a second chance and it did it again. It completely froze. I couldn't shut off my phone. I couldn't do anything. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. This game is a POS. I'm done. I'm out. See you later. And I just deleted it. And then I started seeing things like conspiracy, like Pokemon conspiracy theories. And I'll leave a couple down below that I watched. You guys should really check them out because they make so much sense. And I am not the type of person who is all like conspiracy theory, like freak out. You know, like I tend to not like to assume. And I think that conspiracy theories are nothing but assumptions. So I definitely don't, you know, love them. But I was watching them. And so many of them made so much sense that I'm like, well, if they're not doing that, they're fucking stupid. And I'm sorry for the mouth, okay? I have a sailor mouth. I just cannot help it. But things like this really irritate me. Strongly irritate me. The things that Americans or just the world in general find important over other issues is irritating me so much. I know this world is ugly. I know it's negative right now, and I know that we're just looking for something that's fun, but we are so desperate that we are taking fun things and taking it way too far, you guys. Way too far. This is out of control. You know, like Rebecca said, babies are being left alone. People are being murdered. People are being raped. People are being kidnapped. Pedophiles are running rampant. I mean, I just saw something on Facebook today that said that now on Pokemon Go, if there's a pedophile or whatever they're called in a 1 mile radius, one of those little dinosaur Pikachus comes out and starts screaming, like roaring everywhere. You know, like this is becoming a lifestyle. Pokemon Go is becoming a lifestyle. Stores are like redoing their rules and things that they do in their store. So you have to buy something in order to catch the Pokemon in their store. And one of the conspiracy theories was the fact that the government is keeping track of you. That was one of them. Who knows? That's always one of them, isn't it? But another one was that they're putting the owners that made the Pokemon Go app had an app before this that was made to make companies money. You didn't know it. The app player wasn't aware, but it was made to make you go into stores and buy things. And that's what this seems to be doing as well. This seems to be like, oh, there's a Pokemon in this store, There's so many Pokemon at the mall. And you have to go in the store. And now stores are kind of catching on to that. And they're like, if you want to Pokemon hunt in here, you have to buy something first. And I kind of believe that one, you guys. I believe that if the company didn't already know that this was their intent when they made the app, they took advantage of it once they were aware of what was going on, and so aren't stores. And if they're not, they're stupid. You know, like you're stupid if you're not going to take advantage of the fact that people will buy something just to Pokemon hunt in your store. Like, just do it. And I think that makes people ridiculous. I understand the fun of it. I understand that it brings people together, that it gets you out of the house, that it gets people walking, that it can be so much fun for so many people. I even know people who do date nights and they go Pokemon hunting. And I think that that's so cute and so adorable and so good for a relationship to bond on something and to have fun. And these days, have fun. But we do things times a million these days. We take something good and overplay it, outdo it, stretch it to the limits, and bring all this negativity into it. And that's Pokemon Go. And I think that it's so big right now. People are going to have to start changing the way we do things, start changing the rules, start changing the laws, start changing, you know, store policies. Everything is going to be changing because of Pokemon Go. Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Now, the last topic I want to talk about is from Ashley Selena. I think that's how you say your name. I'm so sorry. If it's not, Niki, murder names. I'm sorry. And her topic is parents who dump their children on anyone and everyone. Oh, I love these parents. And you want to know why I love these parents is because I'm usually the one they dump their kids on, because I'm a hermit and I do nothing and I go nowhere and I have my own kids, so I have things to distract them with. I have toys and I have kid stuff. I'm a parent. I know what I'm doing and I'm constantly home. So yeah, I love those parents. Now the thing with this, honestly, the thing with this is I understand both sides. I understand the frustration with parents like that, and I understand why parents like that do what they do. It all depends on those parents, their individual situation, as to why they may do that so much. They may be so in tune, like working constantly, you guys, and so when they get a chance to run, they do. And if you are a parent, especially a parent of more than one child, you know that struggle where you just say, anyone who wants to take my kid, anyone, and you're down. You're down to just chuck and run. And I understand that completely. I am not that type of parent. I'm used to being home with my children. I'm used to not going out. I'm used to staying in and watching my kids. It's just something I'm used to. Do I wish that I could just do that? Yes, I do. At times, I wish. I look out my window and
I dream of the days where I used to be able to go to the bathroom alone and go out and eat without a kid hooked to my ankle and being alone. I don't remember what that feels like.
But I'm also the kind of parent who worries too much. I have to be able to trust the person who has my kid completely. I always worry about their feelings, the babysitter's feelings over anything else. So I'll be out for an hour, maybe 2 max, and rush home because I don't want them to get upset. I know that children can be overwhelming. I have 2 redheaded children, 2 gingers. I know what that comes with. I got your back. I'll be back as soon as possible. You know, so I'm not that kind of person, but I do understand, you know, some parents and why they do that. And you just need a break. Sometimes it's just nothing but mayhem with children and you need that break or you will go insane. So a lot of parents are at their wits' end by the time that they're handing their kids out. So it's kind of a push and run. But sometimes, a lot of times, there are parents who just don't give a flying fuck who their kids go with. They will just give their kids to anybody, call up a random person on Craigslist, give their kids to them, and take off. And I mean take off for days, take off for hours, you know, not come back when they're supposed to. And I don't know what to say about that other than I hope that the kids are with someone safe. That's all I can ever wish for is that the kids, if the parents aren't going to be good parents, that at least the person who does end up with the children watching them is a good person. It scares me for the kids. I instantly start thinking about the kids. You know, fuck the parents and whatever they're doing, karma will find them. But I hope those kids are safe. So that is all the topics I wanted to talk about today. I hope that they made sense or I made sense. I'm in some type of mood today, you guys. I mean, I'm still not used to filming, honestly, and I got not enough sleep last night. I'm lagging a little bit here, so I'm sorry if I didn't make much sense. I will leave the topics and the people who have YouTube channels down below. Make sure you check them out because they are really, really awesome ladies. Make sure to start up a conversation in the comments, comment on someone else's. Just be very nice and respectful to everybody's opinions. But I love Chat Spat for this reason because we get to talk, we get to have a girl chat, we get to just listen to different opinions and see someone else's side, and it's always just really, really nice just to be able to sit down, not be sensitive, and just have a conversation. So start commenting down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.